Just got off the shuttle bus. We got the whole group here. We're getting water, nice Grand Canyon water, and we're going to take the South Kaibab Trail a little bit. The view is already there. And here we go. And here we go. Down the switchbacks. Oh, this is so nice. I got the family. We're going to see how far the kids make it. And even my brother-in-law and my sister and my mom, not in the best of shape, but they're pretty healthy. Oh, we got our first beggar. They are really aggressive around here. You really got to keep your distance and not feed these little bitches because they will bite you and crawl all over you, scratch you. That's a big boy ready to fall. Here we are at Ooh Aah Point. This is where most of our group is probably going to have to turn around. It's funny, there was a ranger here and he stopped to ask us all how far we're going, and we told him how most of our group is turning around. And then we mentioned that we are Death Valley freaks, so me and the ranger had a little conversation about Death Valley. That was fun. Obviously, Roxana and I are prepared. This is a little less than a mile, about 750 feet down. It's a good point for most people to stop. And you can see down there, here comes a pack train. We'll probably have to get out of their way in a little bit. Roxana and I are hoping to make it at least down to there. You climb out on those rocks and get a view. And there you go. Looks like we might get an afternoon thunderstorm. Here comes another pack train. We wait on the uphill side here because there's nowhere to wait on the downhill side. That is actually the garbage train from Phantom Ranch. They take packs and things down and garbage and packs back up. Those guys in the pack train were so nice, and they noticed my stick, and he said he bet it had been on a lot of good miles, and I was telling him how I just kept running down the list of parks the stick is hiked in. Oh boy, yeah, it's been a lot of miles. And so Roxana and I are going to keep descending. The rest of the family went back up because they are not prepared for, well, they're just not in the kind of shape that we are, and they're not used to the heat like we are.
And elevation.
And the elevation as well. Yeah, the elevation is not much, but it's just enough that if you're not used to it, you might feel it. So we're going to see how far down we can get. And like I said, most people really in the summer have to stop at that last point and turn around. And they suggest everybody stop at the next point. We might go a little further than that, but keep in mind, Roxana and I are very much accustomed to high temperatures. Most people are not. Oh yes, already very happy we made the decision to keep going. This is fantastic. Okay folks, see this absolutely unnecessary cairn that somebody put here to try to... It's the equivalent of putting your initials on the rocks, and we don't need to see that.
Cedar Ridge is below us down there.
Say it again, Rox.
I am overcome with emotion.
Here we are at Cedar Ridge. There's a bathroom. There's a place to tie up horses right there. And some excellent views.
4 years ago when we first tried this hike, I made a stop at Ooh Aah Point because I was worried we weren't going to be able to make it back up to the top. But this time we went twice as far and it was actually not that bad. We did have this weird experience on the way down. It was like we had some kind of elevation sickness, but in reverse. I think it was just we had an overabundance of adrenaline and wanted to get to the hard part of the hike.
It was maybe a little bit we were hungry, but partly it's like we're so used to going straight up a hill that going downhill, we had all this extra energy our body didn't know what to do with. It was making us shaky. We felt a little better after we had a snack and a rest, but we felt a lot better after we started heading back up the hill later on. The rim is 7,200 feet, but it is August in Arizona. It's 75 degrees or so up there. It was 85 degrees at Ooh Aah Point, which is 750 feet below the rim, and it will get up to 99 where we're going, about 2,000 feet below the rim.
So we're leaving Cedar Ridge and gonna go a little further down, not too much. It is summer, but today is a perfect day for it. The lighting is not great for the video. I'm really sorry about that, but we're getting some decent, the light's fleeting, and the clouds make it a lot cooler, easier for us to deal with the weather here. And for how crowded it is up top, not that many down here. You know, on the way here, I was thinking, well, you know, we have been here before, but no, it never stops amazing, and every new corner is just so unbelievable. And we made it down to another little stop here. For how hot it is, we're not going to go too much further, but we're going to have a snack on this little flat spot. And here we go, we got another view as we come around this pile of rock. Oh, wow. Layers and layers and layers. There will be thunderstorms. We'll see if we get wet. Not sure how much longer my camera battery's gonna hold up. If we go any further, it's just gonna be to that corner.
Definitely recommend this trail. It is steep, but you'll get views right away. On the Bright Angel Trail, which we could see across the way in one of these shots, that one, it takes a good long ways down before you get the big wide open views. This is probably better for day hikes, especially for a short day hike. We'll make it down to that next corner and found a resting spot just above Skeleton Point. We spent a while talking to a nice backpacker there. Looking at the fire across the way. That's part of what's screwing up the view, but it's mostly the mist. And then the sky started getting darker and the wind got stronger. I was starting to get a little worried about a storm, but the guy told us not to worry, and
I wasn't really worried about it.
and she was right. It didn't actually rain on us. And the last scene, you'll be able to see it is raining to the west of us, but we avoided the storms, fortunately. We did have a brief dust storm on the way up, really strong winds and crazy dust, but it wasn't terrible.
Thankfully, it was over fast, and we were near the top.
Yeah, we kind of stood still for a minute, waited for it to pass, and made our way to the top. Another successful hike. Alright folks, yeah, my camera battery did die at the bottom. We could thank Roxana's iPhone X for these last few shots. And, well, thanks for coming with us.